Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you like what you saw, don't be afraid to hit the like button and subscribe. Um, Today we're going to talk about questioning everything and why you need to question everything. You have been sold I want to call it a lie, but some people will call it a dream since birth. They told you work hard, get an education, and get ahead, and you'll be just fine. And we're coming to realize that that's not really the truth. Um, Very powerful people have told you a lie that benefits them. Central bankers benefit from good little working ants, and not free thinking people who do what they want. Bureaucrats want to be able to line everyone up and keep track of them, but when people act in their own interest, it really fucks their shit up. When people do deals and don't pay the tax, it really fucks them up. Because one of the reasons is in the banking system there's something called a fractional reserve lending, which means for every dollar that you put in the bank they can lend it out. Correction, if you put $100 in the bank, they only have to keep, let's say, 10%, sometimes it's 3% in the bank. So that means they can really turn your $100 into $1,000 in people's accounts that they've loaned out to, and they get to charge interest on that. And the gall that they can charge interest to borrow money, but when you're short, it's you get charged NSF fees. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy how far we've come and how far we've fallen, to being just a slave class, being robbed by the elites of our society. Um, so that's why you need to question everything. You need to question everything ever since birth, ever since kindergarten. Sitting there playing with the toys and coloring in the lines and being a good boy or a good girl. Like, that shit doesn't work. That shit does not work, and the elites of our society know that. What works is, you being able to you being self-sufficient, and they don't want that. They want you dependent on them. They want you a good little working slave. So question everything. Question the advice, all the advice: work hard, get a job, get an education, get a house, live the American dream. You need to. It's cool to get into that, have some of your investments in that, but you should have some investments contrary to that. You should, like, in all reality, you should learn how to fight. The reason being, and not just with your hands, with firearms as well. The reason being is, um, they've taught us to be kind and be gentle and, and let them go first and this and that. It's not in your best interest to do that. It is in their best interest, because then it's harder for people to rise up. If you study history at all and you follow the Armenian genocide, which was a fucking genocide, make no fucking mistake. I don't give a fuck what the government of Turkey says. They can stick that shit up their fucking ass. Um, but the Armenian genocide, what the I whatever the if it was the Turkish government or the Ottoman government, whatever, they conscripted all the Armenian men into the army, and they said, under the guise of, you're not doing enough for your country, something along those lines. So all the young men got conscripted into the army and then were sent to die, and then the Armenians had no one to defend them, and so the fucking Turks just fucking killed them, marched them into the ocean, marched them into the desert, marched them away from their homelands of Europe. So you got to question everything. Why? Why is this politician telling me I have to stay in my home? Why do they want me to get a medical procedure that I might not be comfortable with, but everyone else is trying to coerce me into getting? Why? Why? Always think why. Why am I keeping all my assets in this paper fucking currency that is being stolen from me? While rich people with fast computers can make quick little trades on the internet, and, like, I'm sitting here the same old broke gringo that I was before. You gotta question why. You cannot let these people keep you down, because that's what they want. They want to keep you fucking down. They don't want you speaking up. They don't want you able to shoot a gun. They don't want you able to fight. You know, with this whole COVID thing, they made martial arts illegal. Well, I don't know in your country. I don't know what they did in your country, but in my country, they shut the fuck down. They shut everything the fuck down, and you could go to jail if you did not fucking listen to them. Kind of similar to the old Nazis in Germany. You know, listen to us, and or we'll send you off to your death. They made martial arts illegal. They've taken. They're starting to take guns away. All kinds of stuff. You gotta do what's best for you, and you need to be self-sufficient. You need to be able to defend yourself. You need to be able to buy your own food. You need to be able to buy your own food when the paper currency doesn't work. Because, you know, you look at people in Venezuela, they saved all their money in the currency, and they didn't know this was going to happen. They had no fucking idea. But the ones that thought and saw what was fucking coming, they got ahead of it, and they exchanged all their bolivars into dollars or gold or silver or real estate or whatever, and were able to protect themselves, right, and live a better standard of living. And that's what it's all about. It's not just about surviving; it's about thriving. And you know, you also need to be able to fucking blast someone in their fucking face when they try to take it from you. So question everything. Question it. Always, always, always question it. Always question what is the motivation of the person that is trying to convince me to do something? What is their motivation? And sometimes you'll find that their motivation is to get you to give them money or buy an asset that they're already in, which makes their asset go up more. Question everything and do your own research, because it's out there. The internet has changed the game. The internet is free and open and available, and you can do any kind of research you want. We're in the midst of this chaos and this turmoil, because people have just listened to what they're told because it's easier. They don't want to think, and now the chickens are coming home to roost. The productive capacity of the country has been shipped overseas, and we don't produce anything anymore, and we have too much red tape and too much government, and we're starting to suffer. People are starting to suffer. Young kids aren't buying homes. You can only paper over the crisis so much, because the next crisis is the pension crisis. That is what's coming next. You will find, and especially if you're relying on a pension, you better fucking come up with a plan B, because that shit is not going to work out. If you're a police officer or a firefighter or army or whatever, and you're counting on a pension, good luck, because you're going to take a fucking haircut. It's either going to lose value because they printed the money to pay for it, or they're going to just default and cut, you know, I don't know, 50%. These pensions are being mismanaged by people in the government who don't want you to question them. Question your government, and you'll find that there's a lot of fucking idiots working in the government. So, yeah, question everything. Even question what I'm telling you. You don't have to believe me. I'm just some bum making a video on YouTube. Yeah, question everything. Get some guns. Get some silver. Don't get a whole bunch, just enough. Get a little bit of real estate. Get a little bit of cryptocurrency. And find one that works for you and the risk that you're willing to take. But with the investing, it's not a risk. The actual risk is doing nothing and just saving in currency. That is the ultimate risk. So just find some shit that works for you and enjoy it. Alright guys, thanks for checking in. I'll catch you later.